Welcome back, everyone, to Best in Class with myself, James, the Kraken McCracken, and Eddie, the Ferret Hodge.
Hello.
And we have been absent for a little spell, haven't we, Eddie?
Oh, my goodness, it's the trouble we've had.
Oh, the troubles we've had, Eddie.
The troubles we've
As
had.
we've been going through the Burks.
Yes, I'm afraid we have. I'm afraid there's been... probably you've all heard about it. It's been all of the talk.
All the news.
There has been a strike.
Yes, the Boffins. They went on strike and
Yes.
formed a little union that was called the Boffin Employee Recompense Committee, short for Burk. And that's what the lot of them are. They're Burks. So we can
If you ask them, they are Burks.
Yeah, fully paid up members.
Seems unfair to say it though, to be honest. But yeah, they name themselves.
They pay us to be members of their own union, which is brilliant. What were the demands, Eddie?
Oh, well, originally they wanted all kinds of breaks.
Yeah.
Generally the kind that weren't including their own bones.
No.
They wanted all kinds of safety equipment.
Expensive stuff.
It was very expensive. Oh, and of course, the 25% increase in pay.
Yes, well, we were very quick to sort out that pay rise for them by killing 50% of the workforce. We could afford to pay the rest of them the 25% increase.
Yeah, and once they got the pay increase, they kind of forgot all the other stuff,
Yeah,
so everything was fine.
Seemed fairly happy. And so we're back. The Boffins are back at work,
Yes.
ready to get on with today's episode as we jump into the continuation of this Succession Wars-themed set of events.
Yeah, and what's this?
Well, we're not jumping into it just yet, Eddie.
Ah.
We're going to be going into a scenario here where we're seeing what the medium mechs can bring, because last time we saw the battle of the light mechs of the five great houses.
The medium mechs. It's been so long, I've forgotten what we were doing.
I know.
I'll be honest.
Now, Eddie, we are going into...
I completely forgot. I couldn't remember any of it. Can you believe I came here today?
Eddie! Shut up, Eddie.
Okay.
It's not funny.
Okay.
I've been very busy planning a wedding this whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was delayed because we need the Boffins to sort out the wedding.
I was going to say, because I haven't had an invite.
Well, that's the Boffins' fault. I'll get on to that for you, Eddie. Don't you worry. Straight after we finish recording this.
Okay,
Anyway, we're going into it with the medium mechs. And first, we're going to start with the house that was at the bottom of the scoreboard from the light episode, and that's the Capellan Confederation.
Ooh.
Stinky Lao. Right, well, getting into it, Eddie, we've got the...
Whoa.
What?
You can't say that.
What?
You
The
can't-
Vindicator? I think
No,
I can.
you can't call Lao people smelly.
Why not?
Weapons.
They all smell, Eddie. That's
No, they don't.
It's a fact. It was laid down by Hansa Davian during the Succession War.
It was not. He didn't say that, and even if he did,
Pretty
he'd be
sure
wrong
he did
to
that
say
speech.
it.
He was on the podium and he said, "Dear Federated Suns members, all of you, as you well know, Capellans stink.
No, he
And I
didn't
give to
say
my
that.
wife the Capellan Confederation
No,
as
he
a birthday present."
It
or
wouldn't
something.
be much of a birthday present if it all stank.
Well, they clean it up presumably afterwards.
They don't stink. Look, I've got a person from Lao working in my place.
Oh yeah, he's not. Very...
She, and she's perfectly good, and she doesn't smell.
She. That's not a name like a Chinese name like Shi Shao or Shi Yin Pang or something like that.
No, she as in a female.
Good God.
Alright, so she's not the most attractive woman you've ever seen.
Well, the
That
beard
has
certainly doesn't help.
She doesn't have a beard, it's a tiny amount of facial hair. It happens to some ladies, it's perfectly fine.
By God, Eddie.
But she certainly doesn't smell, and she's very, very good at her job. Thank you very much.
Probably got a very good air conditioning system in there that de-smellifies the
There's nothing
factory
of
room.
the kind. This is horrible. You can't be saying
Anyway,
racist
Eddie,
things.
it's not racist, Eddie.
It is
Anyway, the
racist.
Vindicator. Now, this is a solid medium mech. Even I'll admit that as far as Stinky Capellan engineering goes...
There's no Stinky Capellan engineering. Stop saying that. You know this goes to Lao space.
Does it?
Target.
Yes, of course it does. We go across the whole inner sphere.
Boffins have the Capellan Confederation stricken from the record of
No,
broadcast.
we will not be doing that.
My show.
Shut up.
New target.
Anyway,
acquired.
the Vindicator. Marvel of engineering. Cheap, efficient, but well armed, I think, for its weight class.
Acquired.
Wouldn't you say, Eddie?
Yes, I would say it's a very good Lao mag.
Unfortunately, we put it in the hands
New
of
target
Rocket,
acquired.
which isn't a good
Yeah,
idea.
well, okay,
Yeah.
well,
he is a grade A
Actually,
dunce.
he does smell a little bit.
Strangely enough, not a paid-up member of Burke.
New target
No, but that's because
acquired.
he's not really one of them, is he?
He's just above a boffin in
He's
level.
just above a Burke.
Yes, he's above a Burke. I'm not
Yes.
quite sure what that makes him. Some kind of evolved Burke, maybe. But
Idiot.
regardless, we put him in the simulator, stuck him in the old Vindicator to represent good old Stinky Capellan Confederation, and we're seeing how he performs here. Of course, as we know, the match score and damage will help to determine what the Capellan Confederation will be getting in points in this round, Eddie. And of course, they need
Yes,
them.
I
They're
know.
at the bottom of the board,
I know.
33 points at the end of the first episode after the light mechs.
Yes, I was disappointed because, you know...
Because you're a Capellan sympathizer.
No, I'm not a Capellan sympathizer, as you were about to say.
I was going to say synthesizer, which
Yeah,
would have been an
synthesizer.
interesting musical instrument.
Yes, well, no.
A Capellan synthesizer. Maybe that's what they should all be called. It'd probably make them a little bit more sympathetic to their cause.
Will you stop saying these things?
Blue fluff on your face, Eddie. What is this? What's that?
Is
Is that from your towel?
Probably,
From
yeah.
your pre-recording shower that you always do? It's some kind of weird ritual.
Yes.
It's like you're trying to
Well,
wash the stink from yourself.
when I have
Being
to be
in proximity of
with,
she.
with someone like you,
Eddie.
it's to try to reduce
Eddie.
the amount of filth I'll end up getting
Filth!
dragged through.
Eddie, I am a very, very well-respected media personality out here in the inner sphere
I'm
and the
a
periphery,
media
and,
personality.
and Eddie in clan space as well. I'm very
Belly of the
well-respected.
Beast, very popular.
Yes, we've nerds who stay up until 4 in the morning, their local time, just to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Stay up till 4 in the morning because that's how bloody popular it is.
It's broadcast at 3 in the morning, ends at 4 in the morning. Not exactly prime time broadcasting, now is it?
It has very good ratings
Our
for its hour.
show goes up at 5 past midnight, which is a much better slot for it to be in, Eddie.
That's our slot.
Yes.
It's hardly prime time.
Compared to yours, Eddie, it's a damn sight better by several hours.
2 hours earlier.
More likely for you to be awake.
By the time it's finished. I mean, come on.
Corpsing myself in this one, I think.
Yes, well,
It's not going well for Rocket, though. Here's the problem. Throughout this round, the enemy, the boffins, are all up on the roof, firing missiles down the whole time. And he's only got a single LRM-5 to return fire, and the PPC is barely being brought into the equation.
I think they were trying to get him because, as far as they were concerned, he'd been scabbing during the. Because, as you
during
said,
the strike.
well, he was still doing his day job, wasn't he?
Well, delivering my pizza.
Oh,
That's
not his
part
day
of his
job.
daily duties.
He works for Comstar.
Yeah, and I'm above him in the Comstar
No,
food
you're
chain.
not. You're not even a member of Comstar.
I am.
We've got these.
I've got a badge and everything.
Yes, we've got these.
No,
Yes.
you've got a lanyard.
Yeah, I've got a lanyard.
That's an old photo of you, Eddie.
It's not that old.
What? You haven't had an afro in over 20 years, Eddie.
It's a good photo, though.
It is, admittedly, it is a good photo. Nice facial hair, well kept, groomed, unlike your Capellan worker
Look,
out in the
it's the
factory.
photo they still had from the last time I'd done some stuff with Comstar.
You see, I've just got a badge. It's made of platinum. It's got my name on it.
You just had that made for yourself, and they just decided to let it stand.
If
because-
Comstar allows something to stand, Eddie, it means that they accept it, and that means that I don't need a lanyard. This is what gets me into places, not that, Eddie.
Oh God, if that face of yours is what gets you into places.
Welcome in my new beautiful bride, Eddie. Mm-hmm. Yep. Klapspaten's in tears, jealous.
I think she's quite happy with her boyfriend.
Oh, well, that
to be
20-something, yeah, it's virile,
Yeah.
young, well-built. I've seen him there.
honest. Yeah.
I've
See him in those
watched him.
photographs of his top off, all them
Photographs?
abs, and yeah, he was
Well, yeah,
doing all that muscle stuff, and it took me an hour to figure out he was actually advertising a watch.
Yeah, it was the one taking the
That
photographs.
tiny thing on his wrist.
Have you seen those ones where he's by the pool with Klapspaten?
Yes.
Yeah, that was me. I took those.
Yeah. Weren't they illegal because they were on private property at the time?
I wasn't on the private property. I was 2 buildings across on the roof.
Warning, incoming missile.
I was looking for a good spot for a honeymoon.
Is that what you were doing?
Yes. There's some nice places out there in the Magistracy of Canopus. That's where we're going to go. So we're having our little soiree after the nuptials.
Oh God, the Magistrati of Canopus.
What's up with that?
It's full of sex pests.
Now you're saying
full of sex
you're saying I'm
pests.
racist because of the factual notion that the Capellans smell, but
It's
you're
full
going to
of
say that
sex
everyone in the
pests.
Magistracy of Canopus are all sex pests.
No, I'm not saying the people
You just
themselves.
said they're all
I
sex
said
pests.
it's full of sex pests.
Which by extension would be the Canopians.
No, not the Canopians. All the people
You have to
they
apologise
cater
to every Canopian out there.
They
now, Eddie,
cater.
live on this show
They-
in a pre-recorded
They
manner.
cater to sex pests.
They
It's
don't.
disgusting.
Just the Centrellan family are the I do apologise for the words of Eddie
are
the
you
Ferret
doing?
Hodge here
What's
for
going on?
everyone in the
What's he doing
Canopus territories. He'll be punished accordingly.
I will not be punished accordingly.
Oh, you will. You won't
I
know
really
it, but
don't.
it will happen. And anyway, he's dead. Now, I went through the footage, and unfortunately, it was a lot of faffing by the end of it. But his team did actually win.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he actually accomplished much in his time. The last one was some boffin who'd forgotten to get to the console in time, was just stood there the whole round.
Oh God! Even when they're supposed to be working,
They
again,
don't
they're still
work.
useless.
Yeah, and that's how that round ends. Not a great one for the Capellans, but we'll see how it goes next for House Steiner.
So, well,
Stinky Capellans out of the way. It's over to the penultimate bottom of the table. The Lyran Commonwealth.
yay!
Yeah, you're a big fan of this one.
It's my house. That's where I come
I
from.
know, Eddie, and I've got nothing bad to say about them. They pay well, they make big stompy robots. I can't complain, Eddie.
Good. I should think not.
Now, this stompy robot that he's in, can you guess what this one is, Eddie?
It's a. Oh.
Come on, come on.
It's a. Oh, I'm just checking the cockpit.
Come on, Eddie.
It's a bushwhacker.
There we go. Oh, yes, he's in a bushwhacker. I thought you'd appreciate the little nod there to something a bit more modern by comparison.
Yes, it is actually. Yeah, I don't see this one very often.
There's not many medium mechs that the old Lyrans build on their own. So we had to comb through some extensive archives.
Oh, you see, more modern mechs I don't get my hands on as easily because, it's a modern mech, therefore there's the latest tech in it, therefore they don't want any old, anyone getting their hands on it quite as readily. That's why I end up with a lot of the older designs. But then, like I said, they're still valuable.
Oh, I'll buy you one, Eddie. We'll get a bushwhacker.
No.
We'll get it in. You can climb around inside it, Eddie. Like a ferret that you are.
No.
Maybe you can bring She with you.
Her name isn't She.
Well, what's her name then?
Bob.
Her name's Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
So, Stinky Capellan.
She's not.
Who works on your workshop floor. Looks like a man. Has a beard. Says she's a woman, but is called Bob. Are you sure you're not being taken for a ride on this one, Eddie?
Yes, I'm sure.
Fair enough, Eddie. Well, you can take Bob with you into the bushwhacker and you can both climb around inside it. You seem to get along well enough. I mean, is there a bit more going on between you and Bob?
No, there isn't.
Eddie and Bob?
No, not Eddie and Bob.
E and B?
What?
B and E? Oh no, that's breaking and entering. No, you don't want that one, Eddie. Oh, that'd be a terrible one, wouldn't it? Oh no. No, that'd be terrible. No, after what happened to those kids at the Christmas party.
I told you we got them out in the end.
You did in the end, yes.
Parents were perfectly fine. They had a lovely time.
After the payoff, yes. Right. Well, how's the bushwhacker doing? Now, this is a glorious piece of engineering, built from basically re-engineered from captured vultures. Essentially, using some of the techniques from the invaders from afar to build a medium mech that is, by all accounts, very well respected.
Yes, it is. And after all, the Lao techs have created some unique mechs of their own over the last few years.
Sorry, why are we going back
pushing
to Lao?
forward? Because it's based on a Lao mech. You just quite rightly said so.
No, it's on a bloody captured clan mech.
Clan mech.
The vulture.
Sorry, the vulture.
This time off has really rattled your brain, hasn't it, Eddie?
yes.
Yes, I've been keeping up. I've been reading the
Look,
dailies.
I've not been sleeping.
Oh, well, what have you been doing, Eddie?
Warning.
Is it Bob?
No, it's not Bob.
Gonna find out more about this Bob character.
We're not going to find out more about this Bob character.
Well, it's come into focus now. Bob seems to be someone I'm gonna put my best people on this Bob.
The Bob thing's got nothing
Look
to do
into
with
Bob.
it.
You there?
We've
Who's
been-
not doing anything there? Go.
No, it's
look
nothing.
into
No,
Bob the Capellan.
it's nothing to do with Bob.
No. Well, what is it then?
Talking about not renewing the show.
What? Belly of the Beast?
Yeah.
The show that's been around for so many years. That's brought joy to the hearts of many a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Who's talking about cancelling this fine series?
Company, the broadcaster.
Comstar. Well, don't you worry about that, Eddie. I will get in there and I will speak to those people. And I will
Said
tell...
it's
What?
said it's old hat.
Old hat?
Yes. Yeah, old hat.
Acquired.
They said that the ratings were okay, but that pretty much they'd seen everything they felt we could show.
There's always been mechs and machines being built. How could they say such a thing, Eddie? Plus, what are those 40 viewers every night going to watch now if there's no new episodes of Belly of the Beast?
To get better than 40 viewers, thank you very much. You're as bad as them. You're going to fight my corner with comments like that.
I'm going to fight
Doomed.
your corner. I'm going to get you your show
am
and you. I'm going to make
doomed.
sure you get at least another 10 seasons.
So whilst all this other rubbish has been going on, I'm fighting to keep Belly of the Beast alive.
Well, looks like Rocket's team's lost. A bit like
Oh,
possibly
God.
your fight with keeping your show.
Wow, thanks.
Well, we'll be going on to our next competitor, who is the... Let's see. It's Kurita. Ah, yes. Going over to the Drax. As,
Right, okay.
As you lot over in the Lyran space call them.
Well, some people do call them Drax. Yes,
Federated
it's true.
Suns, we just
They
call
are
them...
dragons.
We just call them filth.
Online.
Oh, God.
What?
All systems.
They've committed atrocities against us in the Federated Suns. I'm sure they've committed plenty of atrocities against you over in the Lyran Commonwealth.
Well,
he
they've done-
does a musical instrument. Oh, it's a lyre. Ooh, look at this. Oh, I've got a lyre. No, the Federated Suns, sword. You've got it named after a bloody musical instrument.
And a big sunburst. It looks like it's from some hippie commune.
Admittedly, I will agree with that. The hippie commune.
Ours is a fist. Male.
a mailed fist. Yes.
Yeah.
But then why is it named the Lyran Commonwealth?
Oh, well, you see, it's...
Not the mailed Commonwealth. Not the Gauntlet Commonwealth. No, liar. Let me tell you a story, old squire. Yes, they play a tale from centuries past.
There's a very old and good reason why, okay?
Is there?
Yes, it is. It goes back in our history to
Yeah.
the early days of the systems forming up and making alliances.
And then
okay?
immediately becoming a group of multinational industrialists that have a bought and paid for officer system you can just walk into if you've got enough money. And then you've also got to deal with, the Sky Uprising and the Tamar Pact and all the rest of it. Yeah, sounds like a real harmonious lot you got going on there, Eddie.
Hask Davians.
Hasek-
Need I say more?
The Hasek Davians are a minor issue, one that can be sorted very quickly.
Yes. Need I say more?
Ah. Well, you won't be soon, will you, when your show gets taken off the air? No, we'll just be free and easy, flying solo, like I was back in the days in the Solaris booth when I was calling the matches. I was the most popular. Did you know I was the most popular?
Oh, you
commentator?
weren't.
What do you mean? No, it wasn't.
Everybody knows who the most popular commentator
Oh,
was.
bloody Duncan, bloody
Yes, bloody Duncan Bloody.
Duncan arsehole is what he is. He's claiming that he won that fight.
He did win the fight.
He didn't win the fight. I fell down the stairs.
You went arse over tea kettle straight
I did.
down the stairs.
After I finished beating into a pole, I was a little bit exhausted.
He hardly had a
I
mark
fell down
on
the
him.
stairs.
You were winded before you threw the first punch.
Not winded for through the first punch.
You were even fatter then than you are now.
Oh, well, thank you, Eddie. I've lost weight. That's good. There's always a silver lining. Right, well, this one, Rocket is in a Phoenix Hawk K. The Curitan model.
Okay, yeah, the Cretans are...
The Cretans, yes.
Cretans,
Cretans, that's what they all are, Eddie. Yes.
I'm sorry, I slipped a little there, but
All
yeah.
energy based here with it. A smart move, I think, on the Curitans' part. They do have some interesting ideas for their build, such as that Shadowhawk that's got just a PPC and the LRM. I can respect that, Eddie. It's efficient.
Yes, they are actually...
Makes use of their tools.
They produce some very well-designed mechs and some very well-designed variants, actually.
They do. And they've been responsible for a few technological advances of recent, haven't they, Eddie?
Yes.
The MRM system.
Similar to the Lao.
So, oh, not actual. I mean meaningful weapons technology advancements. Not Stinky. Of course.
They brought back the ECM.
Oh, so they didn't design it, did they, Eddie? What they've actually been doing is they're messing around with stealth armor, ways of hiding from their opponent because they're not good enough for a straight-up fight.
Oh my god! Can we just stick with the Krakenites?
Well, I was sticking with the Krakenites. You decided to drag it back to Bob.
It's nothing to do with Bob.
Wasn't saying it was anything to do with Bob, just said he brought it back to Bob. Oh god, that Cyclops is going on. What's he going to do? Oh, actually, it looks like he got the side toss. What's this? Is Rocket actually on for it? Oh, he survived.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I don't know if he got the kill, but he certainly made it look like he knew what he was doing, which is a surprise for Rocket on that particular occasion.
Yeah, that might have just been dumb luck.
Yeah, dumb luck. Dumb, definitely the key word in that one. Well, if nothing else, Eddie, we've always got Rocket to dump on.
Yes, that's entirely true. Entirely true.
No, but this is where Kurita's definitely in the mid field of the table currently. They've got to have a good round here before they go into the special round.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
We've got Bulldogs coming up, Eddie. Remember the Bulldogs?
Oh, yes.
Running backwards and forwards. The last man standing gets all those juicy points added to their score. But rounds like these are the ones that can really tip the scales, and they really need to come on because Marik are way ahead in the points.
Oh, right.
After that first round, so Kurita will be chasing Davian in this one. I don't think they will have much of a chance, but it looks like Rocket has actually survived this round as opposed to the first two, where he didn't do a particularly good showing for Stinky, and he did an okay showing for the Lions.
Wow, that wasn't bad at all.
There it is, a victory for his team and his score build there. All of these points will be collated at the end
I think
of the drops.
Looked pretty good actually, but it's a decent mech, and so I guess that pulled him through.
Oh, he may have actually gotten some decent points there for the Dragon, so we'll have to see what goes on the next round where we go over to Davian. As we move over to the eventual winners in Davian.
I knew you were going to say this. You do this every time.
Well, because Davian are always the eventual winners. 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 I've made a word and I'm going with it, Eddie.
Well, they're not always the eventual winners.
Well, you point out a time where they lost, Eddie.
They've lost lots of fights.
Yeah, you can't.
They haven't conquered the inner sphere, have they? They got their ass kicked by the Dracs, not that huge.
So did the Lyrans in that War of 3039, to be honest. It was mostly the Lyrans' fault that it didn't go the way we all planned it to go.
It was nothing of the kind.
Anyway, Eddie, here we are. Rocket's now taking out, I believe it's a Dervish for this one. It's a common mech amongst the Federated Suns. We felt it would be the most fitting of the medium machines.
Yes, I have a Dervish in my collection. It's often used for training as well. It's a good little mech.
Does Bob usually work on that one with you?
He works on a lot of stuff.
Ah, he does he?
What?
You just said he works on it.
That was a slip of the tongue. This is your fault.
Oh, Eddie.
This is your fault. You've got me all... She.
Target acquired.
She.
Right, yes.
And not particularly.
A woman named Bob, yes. Well, it looks like he's over in the frozen city. Oh, you can see those missile bays opening, firing there.
She can have whatever name she wants. I don't even know if that's her real name. It could be a nickname.
Fuel at 0.
Well, you better find out, shouldn't you? Just in case anyone wants to come round from just to check out all of her paperwork is in order. You know, she could be an illegal. You know what Stinky are like.
She is not an illegal. She's an extremely skilled engineer. Thank you very much.
Could be an extremely skilled terrorist. You know, those Capellans are like sneaking across the border, sowing dissent, causing violence.
She is nothing of the kind, thank you very much, and stop making such insinuations towards my people. Thank you.
Your people?
They work for me.
Well, you only ever seem to talk about Bob.
You're the one who keeps bringing Bob up. I just mentioned I happen to have someone working at my place that's from Lao, and they happen to be a very skilled engineer. That's
trustworthy
it.
type, yes. Oh, he's getting into the thick of it here, Eddie. He's really getting stuck in with this one. I think his blood is up and he's ready. He's going to get a good score, no doubt. What are you looking at over there?
Well,
You're watching the boffins.
Yeah, the boffins. I don't know what they're doing.
Oh no. One of them's got a hula hoop again.
Oh, it's going to be murderous.
Oh, just like the hula hoop incident last year.
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
And yep, there they go. They're trying. There's 1, 2, 3, and that's 4 fatalities.
How do they hang themselves with it every time?
I don't know.
All with one hula hoop.
There's,
It should be basically impossible.
yeah, clean up in the audio booth.
Yeah,
Clean up in the
yeah,
audio booth.
yeah,
thank you.
thank
There we go.
Oh, God.
Considering the size of the hula hoop, it is impressive that so many of them all get caught at the same time.
Yeah, they'll take it away, and then one of them will find it again and decide.
Yep. I found 2 hula hoops.
2?
Yes, 2 hula hoops in one of the cupboards. I threw it away, and strangely enough, they came back, so they must be going bin diving for them.
Oh, God.
Yes, trying to get them.
Oh, look at them
obsessed with
hanging
them.
there. Oh, God.
they're
It's like
right.
some kind of early Christmas chandelier thing. Oh,
It's alright.
God.
The one who works with Rocket the Bro should be able to clean them up soon enough after
don't.
he's finished refilling the soup dispenser machine.
Oh, don't. What a horrible job. Soup dispensers, I mean, not pulling them down.
Oh, well, no, that's just easy.
Soup dispensers.
Just get
Horrible
the brush-
things.
Just got to make sure you turn off the rotating fan that they're stuck on at the moment.
Well, that's what I mean. They look like some kind of Christmas
Some kind of
ornamentation.
morbid merry-go-round.
Yeah, yeah, it is a little bit, yeah. Speaking of morbid, how's the how's the Davians doing?
Oh, yeah, you think that one's funny, don't you? yeah, oh, have yourself a good old laugh, Eddie.
I am.
Well, it looks like he's doing pretty bloody well. Look at this. He's dealing with this little piranha that thinks it's going to be... Oh, it did have actually just blown off his side door.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Okay.
this is not
Go
going
on,
well.
there we
Oh, well done. Did he get the kill or did someone else kill him?
Regardless, it's all points in the end, Eddie.
I suppose that's true.
And it looks like this one's in the dying moments. I can see it's 11 to maybe either 1 or 4. It's hard to read on this small screen. But that's it. Rocket won
Wow.
as Davian. That's brilliant. Brilliant score there, no doubt. Pushing Davian ever closer. But of course...
How many times did he lose before you found footage where he won?
I don't know how many times you had to do it. We're going to go round to the final competitor.
Oh!
In Marik. Now, Marik we thought was a bit of a tough one, was really fun. I think in the end we settled with a Wolverine was a machine that would fit best for Marik.
Yeah, I mean, what is a Marik mech most of the time?
Marik
really?
medium, it's a tough one. So we went with a Marik, but we went with the M model for Marik.
Marik.
Ultimately, and yes, after extensive research, we felt that this was a good middle ground of speed and weight, maybe reduced firepower, but definitely sturdy.
Best you could do for Marik was find a variant.
Yes, there wasn't really anything available in the simulator that's built by Marik.
Yeah, what is going on with Marik?
It's the Boffins who developed this simulation. Although
There's a lot of mechs missing.
There's a
from the-
lot of mechs
yeah, there's
missing.
a lot of
Oh,
mechs
a
missing.
lot of
A
mechs.
lot of mechs missing.
I mean,
yeah.
going through Comstar's 2750 technical readout, which you can still find in print, by the way.
Yes, very.
There are
very
many
good read.
machines in there that they still haven't implemented, Eddie. There's no Crockett or Katana if you're an old school.
Yeah,
there's
and
no,
I am.
There's no Wyvern, for instance, no Hussar, no Mongoose, no Thorn. There's many machines missing.
Jackrabbit.
You're really going obscure with that one, Eddie. Plus, I'm going to have to edit that now.
Why?
Well, because you can't say that word in any broadcast that goes into clan-occupied space.
Oh, you just cut that little bit.
Well, I'm gonna have to get the editing boffin to do that, won't I?
Fine. I was just saying it was built well. All right,
Then
it was
again.
designed by the Star League, used by
It's
the
only
Maris.
just occurred to me, Eddie. Well, this entire part here I can't use because every time I mention the word Wolverine, it's going to have to be edited because the clans also
It's just
get
the
a little
na-
bit tizzy about that as well. Something about a not named clan or something.
Well, just call it the what's its designation for this variant?
I'm sure we'll conjure something up for it.
Yeah. You just do a slight,
A slight edit, yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll have it changed like that.
So anyway, the Wolverine seems to be doing fine.
Yes, yeah, the Wolverine.
What?
I don't know, he seems to be kind of ambling around at the back of the map. What's he doing?
I don't know. He's taking
You
in
see
the sights.
all of the blue friendlies there, and he's miles away from them. What does he think he is? Some kind of hero of the Federated Suns or something?
Marik. Hero of Marik.
No, but only heroes of the Federated Suns act in such daring ways to achieve victory against all odds.
If you say so.
Of course, if he fails, which it looks like it's going to happen, then he will not be a hero of the Federated Suns. He will be a Marik. A sweaty Marik. Stinky Capellan sweaty Mariks.
Oh my god, what is your problem? Look, I'm not a big fan of Marik.
You shouldn't be. All the trouble they've caused your kind. Over on the southern border of the Lyran Commonwealth.
Oh, you mean... Okay.
Oh, yeah, you see, those Three Worlds Leaguers are very free, aren't they? Yes, they're very free with their war crimes and like they commit their raids. And
Yes,
such.
look, the oldest house, yes, I know, but... Yes, I've actually had some genuine trouble with some
Who's got a good
Marik.
firing position there? Everyone's had genuine trouble with that.
I actually had a Marik engineer working for us about, I don't know, 9 years ago.
They called Bob as well.
No, they were not called Bob.
Just checking. I'm surprised you'd have a Marik working for you. I mean, Lao is one thing, I suppose, but Marik.
He was born inside, obviously, our territory. His parents were Marik. He made out that, therefore, he saw himself as one of us, and everything was fine from a planet that had been captured. And,
Definitely. This is classic infiltration tactic.
yeah, unfortunately, he started shouting all this pro-Marik stuff and causing trouble.
Where is he from? From the Andorian region, or was he more about the Oriental region? Where was he from?
The Oriental region.
Oh, there we go, Eddie. Yes, classic, yes. All of them, fanatics, the lot. Especially with those weird robed types that are bringing in.
He started sabotaging some of the mechs.
Oh.
He was causing all kinds of trouble. We had to get the authorities involved in the end. It wasn't a good situation.
Stalker with so many small lasers.
Yes, yeah, but
That's interesting.
look at that. The Wolverine is going toe-to-toe with him.
No, he's not only that, he's killing it. I mean,
Oh
literally,
my
literally
goodness.
killing it. It's not dead. He's overheated, but he's still going. Was that? Nope, he's still shooting. Is it?
No,
I
he's
think
running
he got
away.
it. No,
Is he dead?
I think he got it.
Wow.
Well, as frustrating as this is, he's actually having a decent round here.
Oh my
that
goodness.
linebacker did not last long.
Oh, the Marik variant of the Wolverine is doing great, since it's not actually a Marik mech. But yes, it's doing fantastic.
I don't know. There's no eagle in there for us to choose or any other Marik built original. Unfortunately, we've got what we've got, and that's it.
And that's another win.
Well,
That might have thrown some a fox amongst the chickens,
amongst the purple birds,
amongst
yes.
the hens. Yeah.
Well, as we I'll get the tabulation.
We'll get the
boffins.
scores on the doors.
But of course, it's all to play for in the next episode, everyone.
Yes.
My faithful audience, my loyal audience.
Our loyal audience.
Our loyal audience, because
Thank you.
we have Bulldogs and, of course, the Grand Melee coming up in the next episode. But until then, stay safe, everybody. Stay away from the clanners, and don't let a stinky Capellan near you.
For God's sake. Sorry, Bob.
A message from myself and from Eddie.
No, it is
shared.
not. No, it's not shared. Sorry, Bob.
Very, very shared.
Sorry, Bob.
Stop apologising to Bob. He cares nothing for you.
Gee!
I don't know if that's a Chinese name.
No.
Anyway, have a good one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.
Bob Hole.